Okay, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing good and welcome to the RoboQuest mentoring session. So, this is the day three for the session. Before I start the session, the viewers that are here, can you just confirm me via comments that I am properly audible so that we can give a great launch to this mentoring session for today? I'm waiting for the comments if you can hear me properly. And we are just sure that no technical glitches are there. Okay, fine, fine, fine. So look, first of all, we are pretty sorry for the inconvenience that was caused by technical glitches yesterday. There was some network issues related, and that is why the yesterday mentoring session was not that much fruitful. But don't worry, in today's session, I will also cover the topics that was scheduled for yesterday, right? And after completing the sessions of yesterday, then we will be moving forwards for the today's agenda, right? So I guess probably we will wait for another 1 minute for the viewers to come, and then we will be starting it. One more thing is there. Yesterday, Shenava sir must have told you. Shanavas must have told you to prepare your model, the RoboQuest model, while attending today's session. So I am being positive that almost everyone is prepared with their RoboQuest model, so that we can directly start with the mentoring. And even if few students are there who have not completed their RoboQuest model, so I will be guiding you that how you can complete your connections in the RoboQuest model. Okay. So now let us move forward. I'm going to share my screen. And okay, so we will be starting first of all with where we have left yesterday in the mentoring. Now, students, look, first of all, the point one is you should be having your model ready, right? Here is one photo of model. Look, basically the model will be consisting of four wheels, right? Your controller and a power backup given to the controller. You can see the here, the top back view, the top view, the front view, and the right view of this. Now, this is one of the example designs that we have shared with you. You can be creative as much as possible, keeping in mind the rules that were shared for the RoboQuest, right? Mentioned for the RoboQuest model. So, according to that, you can improvise your model, and this is just video all. Now, look, basically, it's controller unit. This is just a summarize of day one as well. So I will be quickly wrapping this up. ये अपने day one में भी Aditya sir was there. So आपने already cover करा हुआ है. But I am just giving a quick summary so that we are sure कि everyone is on the same page. This controller unit is having an Bluetooth HC05. Then there are motor inputs given. Same way, there are DC jacks given to connect the motors with the controller and also to give power supply to the controller. And again, I'm again open the controller, because as soon as you will be opening the controller, the warranty of the controller ends, right? So if there is any problem related to the controller, you can contact any of our people right? The numbers I've already shared in the multiple groups, that if you have any query, to whom you need to contact. But if you open the controller, at that instant moment, the warranty ends for the controller. So please do not open the controller. I know you must be, most of the students are from 5th to 8th grade, right? मतलब 11 to 15 years एक बहुत ज्यादा क्यूरोसिटी होती है कि लेट्स लुक इनटू दिस, लेट्स डाइव इनटू दिस, किस कंट्रोल के अंदर एक्चुअली है क्या, कैसे वर्क कर रहा है. सो पॉज ऑल योर क्यूरियोसिटीज, उन सबको होल्ड करके रखो. डू नॉट ओपन दिस कंट्रोलर, right? Now moving forward, the major part is related to Arduino Uno. I will be skipping this as we have already covered this in day 1 of mentoring. Now moving forward with this Bluetooth part, 05 Bluetooth module in our controller, in which there are the receiver are connected to pins 10 and 9 respectively, as you right, you can as you can see on there. Is there any network problem? I see a person with Sagarika. I don't think Sagar. Is my voice breaking? Acha, let's just pause it up. Okay. Can you just confirm me if now the voice is audible to everyone? Okay, now the voice is fine. Uh, okay, now let us. Yeah, I can see many students, they are saying that it's perfectly fine. So if some people are having troubles with the connection, so kindly check your network connections, because most of the students I can see it is very much audible to everyone. So now look, moving forward where I was pausing, right? So now look, the major, so we were at our Bluetooth module, right? So Bluetooth module is connected with at pin numbers 9 and 10. Later on, we will be coming on this when I will be explaining you the code. For the moment, let us just move forward with this. Now look, the motors here are connect. Now look how the connections will be there. Basically, let me first of all show you a sample of that how the model would look like basically, right? I have prepared a sample. So look here, basically the motors will be connected to the controller here. There are two slots through which the motor will be connected to the controller. The third slot is for the power supply, right? This is your third slot, which will be connected to the power supply. Acha, if the screen is blurred, don't worry. I will be sharing the PPT to all the students at the end of the session as well, right? So in case there will be in case if there is blur vision or something other problems are there, so that will be resolved. Now look, coming back to this, how the connections are there. Basically, the input one of the motor is connected to digital pin 3. The input of the second input of the first motor is connected to digital pin 4. Same way, all the connections are given here, right? And the main purpose here is to explain you about this enabled. This is a very new thing for all the students, right? And I think even in if you're having regular STEM classes, or even if you're having robotics mentoring, enabled motor is a part of robotics which is very less used, right? The reason for being that is that there are very rare cases in which we need to control the speed of the motor, right? So whenever the competitions like RoboQuest are there, where we also need to have control on the speed of the motor, there we use the codes like enabled, right? Basically, in this, what happens? Your Arduino is having digital signals, and we can also use analog signals in them. Thing is there in the Arduino Uno that is called as PWM, and it is called as pulse width modulation. It is a technique which is used to control the amount of power delivered to the electronic devices. That means if we want to give controlled power to any device, in our case, that is the motors. The two devices are the motors, which in which we need to give control supply. So that is why we will be using the pulse width modulation for controlling the motor's speed in this case, right? Now let us have a look at the code, okay, how our code is there. So look, basically, just let me share the screen for the code, right? But if the screen is blurred, don't worry about that, because whenever I'm sharing the other screen now, there is little bit problem with I can also see that there is little bit problem with screen going blur, right? So until the moment the voice is very much clear, don't worry about the other things, because I am repeating time and again. Once the session will end, we will be sharing the complete PPT with all the students as well, right? So let's move forward. Now I'm going to share the code on the screen now, right? And here I've shared. Okay. Basically, before telling you about the code, let me just tell you some basic things about this interface. This is an Arduino IDE interface in which we are doing the programming for the controller. Although this program has been already uploaded in your controller, right? That means if you do not want to change your code, the code that you are seeing on your screen, it is already uploaded inside the controller, right? That means थोड़ा सा काम हमने आपका आसान कर दिया है कि अगर आपको कोडिंग में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम्स है, राइट? ऑल्दो इन द मेंटरिंग सेशन वी आर ट्राइंग कि वो सब प्रॉब्लम्स दूर हो जाए, राइट? बट स्टिल जस्ट फॉर द सेफ केस हमने ऑलरेडी सारे ही कंट्रोलर्स में प्रोग्राम अपलोड कर दिया है ऑलरेडी, right? So some basic things about this Arduino IDE. Here you can see that this is the menu bar here, where you can see file, edit, sketch, tools, and help. Now, now look, whenever Arduino will be connected here, right? Currently, I am not connected with Arduino, so it is not showing you here. But once the Arduino is connected, you will be seeing here a port, right? Before selecting the port, you also make sure that your board is selected as Arduino Uno. Once you are sure that the board is Arduino Uno, kindly select the port to upload it. Right? Now this is the symbol for verifying the code. If you are doing any changes in the code, supposedly you want to change the you want to change the speed of the motors, right? So for changing the speed of the motors, you are doing some minor changes in the programming. So you need to first verify your codes that there are no errors in the code. Secondly, what you need to do, just on the right of the verify button, you can see there is an option of uploading the code. On this, you can upload the code to the controller. Fine. So now, this is the complete code that I am going to explain right now. So look, till now, I'm opening the comment section, right? Till now, if any student is having any doubts, I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes. You can ask your doubt in the comment section. Utkrist, I will be explaining the code soon, right? Before I jump to explain the code, I want to ask you the things that we have discussed till now in the past 15 minutes have been clear to everyone. If everything is clear, I will be jumping forward to explain you the code. Yes, Shushmita, the controller is already available in the RoboQuest kit. If you buy the RoboQuest kit, automatically it is having a controller. From copy and paste the code. Again, after this session, we will be sharing the code with you, right? So that you can do your upgrades on the code. Otherwise, I am repeating again that the code is already uploaded in the controller. Okay, now I am hoping that no doubt till now. Let us move forward with explaining the code. So look, I have prepared a proper PowerPoint presentation in which I have divided the code in multiple parts, right? So that it will be easier for you to apprehend the code. Because अगर मैं एक साथ सारा कोड डंप कर दूंगा आपके ऊपर, so I don't think it would be possible for everyone to understand, right? So for that reason, what I'm going to explain you the code with the help of the PPT. I've fragmented the code in different parts. So let's move ahead. So look, starting with this, if you are doing any changes, if you are not doing any changes, let us learn about the program, right? So now look, I've started with including a library that is named as software serial. Let me tell you a little bit about the software serial. The software serial library is used to communicate with the Bluetooth module, right? Generally, the Arduino pins 0 and 1 in case of Arduino Uno are pre-registered for this connection with Bluetooth, right? Generally, if some students have used in past Bluetooth with Arduino Uno, so they already know that Arduino could be connected to 0 and 1. But here we are using an external library that is software serial, and the use of this software serial library is to communicate with the Bluetooth module, in which we are going to initialize with the variable. Here you can see in the second line, I have written software serial Bluetooth serial 9, 10. Here, Bluetooth serial is the variable I am using here, right? I'm using here the variable that is Bluetooth serial, और यहाँ पे मैंने pins दे रखी है 9, 10. Here 9 pin is the receiver and 10 is the transmitter for the. Acha, now there might be a question that why, if Arduino Uno can be automatically connected to 0 and 1, why we are using software serial? Basically, software serial library is used to create additional serial communication ports on digital pins, right? 0 and 1 are already there, but there could be there could be chances with many students that at the same time you are using the serial monitor with the uploading the code as well, so your serial monitor does not get busy. So that is why we are using an external library here, that is software serial, which allows you to create additional serial communication ports on digital pins other than hardware serial, that are the 0 and 1, right? So here our pins are 9 and 10, for which the Bluetooth transmitter and receiver will be connected. Now, next come initializing the pins for the motors. Here we are having two motors, motor A and motor B. Specifically speaking, motor A is the left motor and motor B is the right motor. Here, if you can see this, this left motor is the motor A, the left motor is the motor A, and the right motor is motor B. Now we have initialized with constant INT enable A to 7, constant INT enable input 1 to 3, input 2 to 4 for left motor. I already explained you why we are using enabled here. We are using motors so that we can control the speed of the motors. In case of any Arduino controlled robot, or I can say Arduino controlled car, there is one scenario. Look, normally whenever you are driving a car, right? Suppose your car is at 40 kilometers per hour, right? Now you want to stop the car. Acha, answer me, students. What you are going to do? Answer me in the comment section. Ki what you are going to do to stop the car when you are driving on the road? Okay, voice is breaking. Oh, okay. Look, let me repeat the question. Suppose we are moving with the speed of 40 kilometers per hour, right? Now, yes, we will apply the brake, right? Now, but in the case of a controller where we are using Arduino Uno, now look how to stop that car, right? Yes, I've checked, everyone has given the right answer. But whenever we are using a robotic car in which Arduino Uno or any other microcontroller is used, right? Same way the RoboQuest controller. So when my robot is moving and I need to stop the car, what I will do is I will press the stop button. But actually what stop button is doing is it is not applying the brakes. Again, I am repeating, when we are using the RoboQuest controller or any other microcontroller, right? And we want to stop the car. Actually, that car does not apply brakes, right? Because there is no feature of braking in with any microcontroller, right? What we do is we simply stop power supply in it, right? We are applying the power supply in case of any microcontroller and also in a RoboQuest controller. So what happens is if we cut the power supply, still some part of motor will be in motion, right? So that part will be in still motion. So that is why we need to control the speed of the motors, so that whenever we are using stop, the robot is still in control of the user or the event participants, that are all your students, right? So that is why we are using enabled here. Now I will be moving forward with the code. Now look here. Now another thing is ki why we are using here constant int other than int. Basically we use constant in the codes where the variable value will not be changing. That because अब देखो constant int हमने यूज किया हुआ है, राइट? ENA इनपुट 1 इनपुट 2 ENB IN3 IN4 ये सारे वेरिएबल्स हैं, बट ये सारे कांस्टेंट रहने वाले हैं, राइट, थ्रू आउट. ऐसा नहीं होने वाला कि जब आपने चैलेंज स्टार्ट किया तो डिजिटल पिन 5 पे कनेक्टेड है और चैलेंज खत्म होते होते वो 8 पे कनेक्ट होने वाला है. नो, it will be remaining in digital pin 5 as well. So that is why we are using constant int here, right? Now if it is showing blank screen, just let me do with this one. Let me see the black screen issue, everyone. Okay, once this black screen issue solved, we will move forward. Okay, now it is fine now. Okay, let's go. Okay, then let's move forward since it is visible now. Now, the next is the void setup function, right? The setup function, that is the void setup. So first of all, let me tell you that before starting the code, let me explain you the first line itself. Ki for the setup function, why we are using void? Because if we use any other type of with the function, what happens ki whenever the code ends, it will always give a return value. Whenever we use a function, suppose एक example देता हूं कि you are using a printer, right? आपने print की command दी, right? So what will happen when as soon as जैसे ही आपने print की command दी, something will get printed from the printer, right? Because you have used the function print, so उसका return value आएगा कि printer से वो paper print होगा. But whenever we use void, void is a type of data type in which जब भी हम void के साथ कोई function use करते हैं, it gives zero value. Or I can say not zero, zero is the actually, technically zero is the wrong term. It gives empty value, right? That is why empty void is itself means empty. So that is why for the function setup, we are using void here, since it will be giving an empty value as the after the program has been executed. The reason for using void is कि suppose we are using the RoboQuest controller और जैसे ही हमने इसके लेटर से forward move कराया, फिर backward, then left, then right. After that, we don't want any external output from the code कि as it is जो हमने code इसमें एग्जीक्यूट करवाना है वो एग्जीक्यूट हो जाए सिंपली और उसके बाद कोई एक्सटर्नल आउटपुट ना आए. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव यूज्ड हियर void. Now, after that, we have used serial.begin 9600. Now, this serial is a library which is used to establish connection between the computer and the Arduino Uno. Right? So this 9600 is the baud rate. It is called as baud rate, BAUD, baud rate. Through this baud rate, the data will be transferred from computer to Arduino no. And in our case, the data is the codes and also to how to move forward. So what are the commands that will be for forward and backward? That will be data in our case. In the next line, same way, we are using Bluetooth serial.begin again to establish the connection between the Bluetooth module and from the computer itself, right? So that whatever commands we will give from the Bluetooth, those commands are executed properly, right? Now it is the next thing is pin mode enabled out, pin mode enable B output, input 1 output, input 2 output, input 3 output, and input 4 output. So look, basically pin mode is a keyword that is used to define which pin we are using. Also, whether Arduino will be giving output to the device or Arduino will be taking input from the device, right? Again, I'm repeating, we are using the keyword pin mode here, and pin mode is all about it defines which pins we are using. That here we are using enable 1, enable B, input 1, input 2, input 3, and input 4. Arduino will be giving output to all these devices, all this one, right? Arduino will give output to motor. Arduino will give output to the other motor as well, right? Now, at the end, we are using a function stop. We are we are using the function stop here so that जब कोड इनिशियलाइज हो, जब कोड स्टार्ट हो, सो मोशन क्या रहे, ऑफ रहे, द मोटर्स आर stop, right? Again, just let me rephrase everything. Ki void setup is the setup function where we have pins and also stating ki whether Arduino will be giving output to the devices or Arduino will be taking some input from the devices. Here you can clearly see कि output is written. That means जो Arduino है, definitely it will be giving output to the motors, right? Now, one more thing about void setup is कि when we are using Arduino IDE, void setup will be executed only once in the program, right? That void setup will only execute once in the program in case of void setup, right? Now, is there any doubt in void setup? You can ask in the comment section. Now I am watching the comments only. So if any student is having any doubt in void setup, I think Seema has a doubt. Yes, Seema, you can write in comments if you are having any kind of doubt. Basically, this is very simple programming, right? And I am trying best way possible to reach to your students, right? If no doubts are there, I will be moving forward to the next. Just stop. I can see कि some student is a function that we have defined, right? At the end of the code, I will be showing you कि how code. Basically, I've done the code like कि जैसी stop function कहीं पे भी कोड में कॉल होगा तो सारी मोटर स्टॉप हो जाएगी. इनिशियली भी जब हम प्रोग्राम को स्टार्ट करेंगे, और बेसिकली आई कैन से इन लेमन लैंग्वेज कि जैसे ही ब्लूटूथ हमारे मोबाइल फोन से कनेक्ट हो जाएगा, राइट, उस मोमेंट पे सारी मोटर स्टॉप रहेंगी. ओके, so now let us move forward with the next one, that is the void loop. Now, in loop, then first of all, let us understand the difference between void setup and void loop. As I said earlier as well, that void setup कितनी बार execute होगा? Type in the comment box. I've just told you कि void setup कितनी बार execute होने वाला है. Just tell me कि void setup कितनी बार execute होने वाला है. Yes, the correct answer is 1. Void setup सिर्फ one time execute होगा program में, right? But when we are using void loop में जो भी कोड हम टाइप करेंगे, it will execute repeatedly. बार बार वो एग्जीक्यूट होता रहेगा कोड. जब तक कंट्रोलर में पावर सप्लाई रहेगी, तब तक void लूप में जो भी कोड होगा वो बार बार एग्जीक्यूट होता रहेगा, राइट? इट ऑलवेज रिपीट्स indefinitely. Loop code repeats again and again till the time we are giving controller, right? So this was one basic difference between void setup and void loop. Secondly, now let us come to the code that we are using in void loop. We are using here the if statement. Now, first of all, we are using the serial library, that is serial.available. So if serial.available greater than 0, acha, here we are using digital signals. So digital signals will be either 0, either 1, either 0, either 1. If digital signals are 0, that means the device will be off. And if the digital signals are 1, that means device will be on. Right? So anything in case of digital signals greater than 0 is 1. Right? So if I'm saying if serial dot available greater than 0, automatically the statement is saying like available is 1. If serial dot available is, that means ki Bluetooth is connected, right? So if the Bluetooth is connected, what will happen? We are using another variable with the name of command2. So what will happen कि जैसे ही Bluetooth connected हो जाएगा, the serial dot read, it will read the instructions coming from the mobile application, right? There are multiple mobile applications that you can use. At the end of today's session, I will be sharing you one application that I mostly used, right? It is very easy to use. So whatever commands you will be giving from that app to the controller will be read here in this second line, right? Now, same way it is for Bluetooth.available as well, right? So whatever commands are given through Bluetooth, right, they will be stored in command. And whatever commands are given through serial monitor, they will be stored in command 2, right? Acha, now this much is clear. Let me just rephrase till the time you all answer in the comment section. Here, void loop, first thing is that it loop the code execute infinitely or repeatedly. Second thing, we are using the if statement, and we are using the command serial.available. So if serial.available is greater than 1, that or greater than 0, sorry, uh, greater than 0, so that means digital signal is 1. It means that the serial communication is active, right? Now, when the serial communication is active, all the data that will be coming from serial monitor will be stored in this command 2, right? Now next thing is, if bluetooth serial not available, right? That means कि if bluetooth अगर again अगर bluetooth dot available is greater than 1, that means कि bluetooth dot available कितना है, 1 है. अभी अभी मैंने बताया कि अगर डिजिटल सिग्नल जीरो होगा दैट मीन्स इट इज ऑफ, और अगर ग्रेटर देन जीरो दैट मीन्स ऑब्वियसली इट इज 1, और अगर 1 होगा तो ऑन. दैट मीन्स जो ब्लूटूथ है वो कनेक्टेड हो चुका है, राइट? और वी आर यूजिंग नाउ द नेक्स्ट वेरिएबल दैट इज कमांड. सो ब्लूटूथ सीरियल डॉट रीड जो एक कोड है, ये जो भी कमांड हम थ्रू ब्लूटूथ सेंड करेंगे वो इसे स्टोर करता रहेगा. सो हेयर वी आर बेसिकली स्टोरिंग टू वैल्यूज. One is command 2 and second one is command. The values of command 2 are coming from serial monitor and the values of command are coming from Bluetooth. Right? This much is clear. I will be giving you 1 minute in the comment section. If anyone is having any doubt in this, you can ask in comments. Otherwise, I will be moving towards the next part, that what is yes, the code is already in the controller. We have already uploaded the program in the controller. You do not need to do the programming again until and unless आपको कुछ modification करना है कोड में. If you want कि आपको modification करना है in the code, you can change the code. Otherwise, let it be. आप directly इसमें hardware setup करो, right? Now, Acha, I can see the doubts that how to reduce the speed of the car and other things, right? That I will discuss further in the meeting, right? So now I'm hoping no doubts are there. Aradhya, which last part? Can you specify which last part? Same way for Vayan and as well, right? Parvesh, you just specify which last part. But reducing motor will be covered in the next phase. Today only, but later on. Now look, let us move forward with the code now. So, right, the next is the handle command function. Right, now look how the whatever data that was coming from Bluetooth or the serial monitor be verified by using this handle command function. Again, we are using void because we do not need any output from this function. We only need कि जब भी हम इस function को call करेंगे, right? So this function will check these values जो आपको अभी दिख रही हैं कि it is very much simple कि if command F है, so that means forward. So that means कि अगर serial monitor या फिर Bluetooth के through command आई है Arduino के पास कि it is F, so what will happen? It will call the forward function. Same way अगर command B है, so that means it will call the back function. Same way अगर command L है, so it will turn on the left function. Same way अगर command R है, so it will call the right function. And same way अगर command S है, so it will call the stop function. Right? So now what are the codes inside this function? In next 10 minutes we are going to learn about that कि forward function की हम बात तो कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि जैसे ही command आएगी either serial monitor से either Bluetooth से, so forward function को हम call करेंगे, या फिर अगर B command आएगी तो हम back को call करेंगे, या फिर L command आएगी तो left को, या R command आएगी तो R को, right? But how it is going to happen, or what are the codes that are inside forward, back, left, right, or stop. Okay, so up till now, if you have any doubts, you can ask. I mean, right? If you can ask here. अच्छा, I can see a lot of comments here. Those who are saying कि starting का छूट गया है, so don't worry. We are going to upload this live stream. So later on, you can go and rewatch whatever we have done covered previously at the starting of the session. Okay. So now let us move forward now. So the next part of the code is the void forward function. राइट सो लुक अभी तक जो हम बात कर रहे थे कि फॉरवर्ड फंक्शन को कॉल करेंगे राइट फ्रॉम द स्टार्टिंग. अभी आपने हैंडल कमांड फंक्शन में भी देखा कि वी वर कॉलिंग अबाउट कि वी वर स्पीकिंग अबाउट कि फॉरवर्ड फंक्शन को कॉल करेंगे राइट एंड रोबोट विल स्टार्ट मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. एक्चुअली नाउ इन दिस कोड यू कैन सी कि एक्चुअली हो क्या रहा है राइट नाउ. फॉरवर्ड इज अ फंक्शन जिसमें हमने कोड्स यूज करे हैं कि डिजिटल राइट in1 एज हाई राइट. अच्छा नाउ think about generally if it is saying कि it is high, so write in the comment section कि whether it will be off or on. Let me repeat the question. If the code is saying कि some pin is high, right, so according to your general logic, what do you think? It will be on or it will be off? If it is high, look, I want answers from all the students. Almost 99 people have joined, right? So I'm expecting at least 50 answers. Yes, the correct answer is on. But until the moment I am getting here 50 comments of on. Achha, why 50? Let us go for 70, right? I want 70 comments here that will be stating the correct answer, whether it is on or whether it is off, right? So write your answer until I am having 72. Look, now my aspirations are also growing, right? जैसे जैसे कंपटीशन आगे मूव फॉरवर्ड हो रहा है, सो आपको भी लग रहा है कि कंप्लीट हो जाए. आई गेट टू गो टू इसरो, राइट. My team will win with my teammates and my school teacher. I will be going to ISRO. वहां जाके लाइव रॉकेट लॉन्च देखे से धीरे धीरे एस्पिरेशन बढ़ती है ना. So same way my aspirations has also grown up. I need 70 to 80 comments of on. Then only the explanation will move forward. Then only the live stream will move forward. I will wait till then. Okay, good going, good going. So, this also tells me actually what happens when we take general class. So, whenever I teach to students, so सामने से students reciprocate to me directly. But here in our live stream, but एक जो टीचर का बेसिक इंटेंट होता है ना कि जब तक पता नहीं चल रहा है कि सामने स्टूडेंट को समझ आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है, तो अंदर से मोटिवेशन, एक कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आता पढ़ाने का आगे. सो सेम थिंग इज विद मी कि सेम टीचिंग इंटेंट, भले ही लाइव स्ट्रीम है बट इट इज स्टिल गोइंग. So I can see lot of on here. So yeah, that is the right thing. कि when we are using digital write, अब digital write जो command है, what digital write is doing here, और जो digital write का significance क्या है कि it states कि whether device will be on or whether the device will be off. If we are writing digital write in1 as high, that means जो input 1 है मोटर का वो हाई ऑन हो जाएगा और जो इनपुट 2 है वो ऑफ हो जाएगा, राइट. सेम वे हेयर वी आर यूजिंग एनालॉग राइट en enabled AS255. अच्छा, थोड़ा सा ये चीज कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है. सो एक बार आई वुड आस्क एवरीवन टू बी अटेंटिव ऑन दिस पार्ट एंड प्लीज राइट इनटू द कमेंट सेक्शन अगर ये पार्ट समझ ना आए तो, राइट। बेसिकली अनेबल्ड जो मोटर हम कर रहे हैं, इट हैज अ रेंज फ्रॉम 0 टू मैक्सिमम 255। जो ये अनेबल्ड की होगी वो 0 से स्टार्ट होगी और 255 तक जाएगी। बेसिकली जो ये रेंज है ये 0 से 255 इसलिए है क्योंकि जो रजिस्टर यूज हो रहा है आर्डिनो में ये 8 बिट रजिस्टर होता है, राइट। और जो मैक्सिमम वैल्यूज 8 बिट रजिस्टर कैप्चर करता है वो होती है 256, दैट इज 256, right? So 8-bit register can only accept values till 256, that is 256. That is why जो enabled की range है ये 0 से लेके 255 तक है, right? क्योंकि 0 भी included है तो 1 से 255 and 0 included, that becomes 256. So ये जो 256 रेंज होती है ये कंस्टेंट है क्योंकि इसमें 8-बिट रजिस्टर यूज हो रहा है सिर्फ, राइट। सो दैट इज वाई कि 0 से लेके 255 तक वेरी होती रहती है, राइट। अगर ये 0 होगा दैट मींस मोटर ऑफ है, राइट। और अगर ये 255 है दैट मींस मोटर मैक्सिमम स्पीड पे है। अच्छा, अनदर क्वेश्चन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू, राइट। एक और क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, बहुत सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है। अगर मैं कह रहा हूं कि अनेबल्ड 0 है तो मोटर ऑफ है, and I am saying कि if enabled is 255, that is 255, तो जो स्पीड है वो मैक्सिमम होगी, राइट right? अच्छा चलो अब मुझे आंसर करो कि मैं अनेबल्ड की वैल्यू क्या रखूं, व्हाट वैल्यू शुड आई गिव फॉर अनेबल्ड कि जो स्पीड ऑफ मोटर है वो 50% हो जाए। फिर से एक बार रिपीट करता हूं। व्हेन आई एम सेइंग कि अनेबल्ड इज 0, ENA 0, तो मोटर ऑफ, स्पीड 0। When I am saying ENA 255, that means enable 255, at that time speed maximum that is 100%, right? अब मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूं कि what should I write? ENA 255 है, right? So what should I write कि 50% वहां पे आ जाए? Let's see who will give the correct answer. ये 155, 122.5, 157. Students, you should look into your mathematics first. 255 का half 157. चलो लेट्स डू वन थिंग, एक मैथ्स के सेशन का अलग से मेंटरिंग राउंड रखेंगे, राइट, जहां पे वी विल हेल्प, right? It will be around 127.5 is the exact answer, right? But we will not be putting the value 127.5 here, right? Either we will keep 127 or either we will keep 128 to reduce the speed of motor to half, right? So this was about the क्लियर कि अगर 0 रहेगा तो स्पीड 0 है, 25 रहेगा तो स्पीड मैक्सिमम है, और अगर हमें 50% करनी है तो 127 या 128 कर दो, 30% करनी है तो 255 का 30% निकाल कैलकुलेट कर लेना, अगर 80% करनी है तो अगेन 255 का 80% कर लेना, और जो भी नंबर आएगा सपोज 200 या 201 वो आप यू कैन पुट 200, right? So this was about the forward function कि basically what is happening here कि digital write input 1 high होगा, input 2 low होगा, same way motor B का input 3 high होगा और input 4 low होगा। इस केस में both the wheels will help the robot to move forward. Okay, and here we are in the last line, we are giving serial.println forward okay. So ये जो forward okay है, it will serial print होगा, right? To just give us confirmation कि forward command was accepted by the controller, right? और जैसी वो होगा F या कुछ word आएगा वहां पे, right? either capital F or small f, whatever you will be improvising in the code. So according to that, the voice will forward will be moving. Now, going to the next part, same way backward. I don't think कि अब backward में हमें बहुत ज़्यादा it is the same thing, right? अब look, जब हम back करना है मोटर को, right? So what we will be doing, कि डिजिटल राइट इनपुट 1 तो लो हो जाए, इनपुट 2 हाई हो जाए, राइट, इनपुट 3 लो हो जाए और इनपुट 4 हाई हो जाए. इस केस में क्या होगा, और अनेबल्ड अभी भी हमने सेम रखा है कि जो मोटर की स्पीड होगी वो 100% होगी, दैट मींस 255 होगी, राइट. सो अब इस पहले वाले केस में क्या हो रहा था, इनपुट 1 और इनपुट 3 हाई थे, और इस केस में क्या हो रहा है, इनपुट 2 और इनपुट 4 हाई हो गए. सो ऑब्वियसली पहले फॉरवर्ड में जा रही थी डायरेक्शन, नाउ द रोबोट विल स्टार्ट मूविंग इन बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन, right? So this is how the things will be going for the void back function. Now the next thing is turning left. Now for turning left, input 1 जो होगा वो लो रहेगा. अच्छा, अब देखो यहां पे क्या अंडरस्टैंड, देखो फॉरवर्ड मूवमेंट और बैकवर्ड मूवमेंट समझना बहुत इजी होता है, राइट? कि जब इनपुट 1 और इनपुट 3 दोनों हाई हो तो फॉरवर्ड चलने लग जाएगा, और इनपुट 3 और इनपुट 4 लो हो तो पीछे चलने लग जाएगा, राइट? अब देखो सपोज, अच्छा मैं एक बार शेयर करना स्टॉप कर देता हूं, बिकॉज आई एम जस्ट नोटिसिंग अ पैटर्न कि जैसे ही मैं शेयर करना स्टॉप कर रहा हूं वीडियो क्वालिटी इंप्रूव हो जाती है ऑटोमेटिकली, यू नो, वट एवर टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर, राइट? सो लुक, सपोज दिस इज योर कार, राइट? ये आपकी लेफ्ट मोटर है एंड दिस इज द राइट मोटर, राइट? जब ये भी फॉरवर्ड मूव करेगी और ये भी फॉरवर्ड मूव करेगी तो इट विल मूव फॉरवर्ड, ये भी बैकवर्ड मूव करेगा और दिस ऑल्सो मूव्स बैकवर्ड, तो रोबोट विल मूव बैकवर्ड. नाउ लेट अस कम टू द पॉइंट कि लेफ्ट और राइट किन केसेस में होने वाला है. ओके, सो लुक, लेफ्ट और राइट किन केसेस में होने वाला है, जब ये राइट मोटर फॉरवर्ड मूव करेगी. लिसन टू दिस वेरी वेरी प्रॉपरली, समझ में नहीं आएगा टेल मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, आई विल रिपीट अगेन. दिस राइट मोटर मूव्स फॉरवर्ड और जो आपकी लेफ्ट मोटर है इट मूव्स बैकवर्ड. सो टेल मी कि विच डायरेक्शन इट विल मूव. अगेन मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूं, ये राइट मोटर फॉरवर्ड मूव कर रही है और लेफ्ट वाली बैकवर्ड मूव कर रही है. सो ऑटोमेटिकली गोइंग अहेड ये एक लेफ्ट टर्न लेने लग जाएगा, राइट? एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन में एक बार आपको मूव करवा के भी दिखाऊंगा कि ये कैसे मूव कर रहा है, राइट? फिर से एक बार रिपीट कर रहा हूं, ये राइट मोटर है, ये फॉरवर्ड मूव करेगी, ओके, और लेफ्ट मोटर है, ये बैकवर्ड मूव करने लग जाएगी. जैसे ही ये बैकवर्ड मूव कर रही है और ये फॉरवर्ड मूव कर रही है, तो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड क्या होगा, क्योंकि ये फॉरवर्ड मूव कर रही है और ये बैकवर्ड मूव कर रही है, सो लुक ये ऐसा एक टर्न ले लेगी लेफ्ट. ओके, so this is what happening in the code also. Now look here again, let me just share the screen again. Now look, यही कोड में हो रहा है कि जो मोटर बी है वो फॉरवर्ड मूव कर रही है और मोटर ए है वो बैकवर्ड मूव कर रही है, जिसकी वजह से लेफ्ट टर्न हो रहा है, राइट? नाउ सेम वे वॉइड राइट फंक्शन कैसे, अब देखो वॉइड राइट में क्या हो गया, जस्ट अपोजिट हो गया. लेफ्ट जो मोटर है वो फॉरवर्ड मूव करने लग गई और जो राइट मोटर है इट स्टार्ट्स टू मूव बैकवर्ड. नाउ इन दिस केस द लेफ्ट मोटर इज मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, right motor is moving backward at the same time. So that is why your robot will be taking a right turn. Okay. I hope this one is clear. It is just the opposite of left movement. Now, the last code is the void stop, right? So void stop में क्या हो गया? Input 1 is low, input 2 also low. Enabled A यहाँ पे देखिए, यहाँ पे look carefully, it is now 0, right? Why? Because speed of the motor is 0, the motor will stop. Input 3 is also low, input 4 is also low, and that is why enabled B, the ENB is 0, right? Whenever we will be calling the stop function, the robot will stop here, right? अगर आपको याद आ रहा होगा, so in the void setup also we were calling this stop function. That stop function. In this, with the help of this function, the robot will stop then and there. और मैंने पहले भी बताया था, again I am repeating in this, कि in case of any microcontroller, also in a RoboQuest controller, there is no mechanism of braking. Simply what happens is the power supply gets cut, right? So that is why it is very important to reconsider ki how to use the enabled part, right? If you want your motors to be controlled, so in that way you can adjust your code, right? Otherwise, if you are comfortable ki we will go with 100% power, brute power, right? You want proper Hulk wala feel ki go all out, the code as it is. But if you want a little bit key by it should be controlled, so you can keep the enabled like 70% or 80% like this. So now look, with this the programming part ends, right? Now let us learn how to calibrate with the app. Okay, now there is an app with the name of Arduino Bluetooth control, right? Let me write in the comment section as well. Arduino Bluetooth control. So this Arduino Bluetooth control is an app, right, which you can easily find in Play Store. I have just shared in the comment section which app is this. So this is one app which I personally prefer, right? So I am explaining you how to calibrate with the app. Acha now. I just had a water, so don't worry, koi black screen nahi hui thi. I just turned off the camera to take some water. Acha now, let us move forward. I have already shared the name of the app, that is Arduino Bluetooth control. Now, how to calibrate it? Whenever you will open the interface, you need to click on that symbol where I have mentioned. Whenever you will click on this, it will show an HC05 option. Acha, one thing is there. Acha, just tell me. I think might be everyone knows it. I hope everyone knows कि how to connect Bluetooth with any device. आपको अपने फोन के ब्लूटूथ से कोई भी ब्लूटूथ इजीली आई थिंक एवरीवन कैन कनेक्ट, राइट? सिंपली आपको अपना ब्लूटूथ ऑन करना है, start searching devices. There you will find an option of HC05. So HC05 को पेयर कर लेना. If HC05 अगर कोई पासवर्ड मांगे, देखो जनरली तो there is no password, but even if HC05 is asking for you a password, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I am repeating, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4. Either you can write 0, 0, 0, 4 times 0, or 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be the password for connecting. Right? After that, open the Bluetooth app. Right? I will just again share, either it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, or either it will be 0, 0, 0. Right? So after that, open the app. On on this symbol, connect it, and then select for HC05. Shushmita, it will be HC05 only, right? It won't be like HC0607, right? iPhone की series नहीं आई है कि HC01 आया फिर 2 3 4 5 6. It will be HC05 only. अच्छा, now look. After that, how to connect this? Now look, connecting with the controller now. कि HC0 देखो, ऐसे select your device का option आ जाएगा. आपको HC05 select करना है. उसके बाद it will be showing you a message कि connecting. और जब वो connect हो जाएगा, it will be showing a confirmation message like it is connected. Right? It will be showing you a confirmation message connected to HC05. After this, what you have to do, you will see on the symbol of settings, right? Settings का symbol on टच क्लिक कर देना. उसके बाद scroll down करना. आपको एक option, you will find one option that is command buttons configuration. It is just one of the example. आप और भी कोई use कर सकते हो, but it is the easiest to use command buttons configuration, right? And select command button configuration. After that, you will see is like this, right? Which is currently visible on this screen, right? Now, button A, button B, button C, button D, button E. Same way, we want only 5 buttons, that is F forward, B backward, L left, R right. So A को हम कर देंगे data to send to. सेम वे बी को कर देंगे कैपिटल बी, सी को कर देंगे कैपिटल एल, डी को कर देंगे कैपिटल आर, एंड वी विल कीप ई एस कैपिटल एस. सो दीज विल बी आर 4 कमांड एफ बी एल आर एंड एस, with which the command will be sent like forward, backward, left, right, stop. So this was all about today's class. Acha, at the end of this class, acha, tell me, want to see how the controller works? Right? I have covered everything that you required to understand before jumping for the competition. Now just tell me, do you want to see the working of the controller? अच्छा, लेट्स सी हाउ मेनी यस आई कैन गेट. एक क्विक फायर यस हो जाए, राइट? मुझे स्क्रीन पे यस के अलावा ना, देयर इज अ टास्क फॉर यू. स्क्रीन में यस के अलावा और कुछ नहीं दिखना चाहिए. कंटिन्यूअस फ्लो ऑफ यस हियर शुड बी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन इफ यू वांट टू सी द वर्किंग. टिल द टाइम मैं प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट कर देता हूं. Look simply. Acha, tell me the screen is visible. I am not sure if mobile phone will be visible or not, right? Because brightness issues are there. But obviously, you can see the controller, I guess. Right? I think you can see the controller. This is the RoboQuest one, right? So I have done the connections. So let me just move it forward. Now it is moving forward, right? Now backward, now left, now right. Right? There is very limited space. That is why, acha look, let me just show you a proper one. Look forward. Now backward, then left, then right. Right? So this was a very control. I've kept it very controlled because I have a limited space on my table. Right? Acha, look, it will not be connected with wire. Don't worry. Actually, it is just on the table setup. You can easily connect this with the battery adapter as well. Right? It is not moving so it is moving so fast how we can stop slow it down. अभी मैंने बताया आपको you can use the enabled one. आप 255 की जगह जैसे जैसे उसकी वैल्यूज डिक्रीज करते होगे वैसे वैसे मोटर्स की स्पीड स्लो होती रहेगी, राइट? एंड डोंट वरी, जो ये डाउट्स आ रहे हैं कि सर वो वायर्ड रहेगा, ये वायर्ड नहीं रहेगा, इट विल बी टोटली वायर्ड, राइट? यू कैन हैव योर बैटरी सेटअप हियर और यू कैन अटैच योर बैटरी हियर. मैंने यहाँ पे एडाप्टर यूज करा है. आप इसे इंक्रीज, आप इसे रिमूव करके यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली बैटरी पे अटैच कर सकते हो, राइट? So this was about your day 3 of mentoring. I hope I have not bored you a lot and we have learned very wonderful things, right? So tomorrow again same time there will be a different person who will be taking your next round of session. So with this, good luck to everyone. Hopefully to see many of you into the grand finale of the RoboQuest, right? And bye bye everyone. Thanks a lot for being a wonderful audience. Bye bye all of you.